She's no blonde, but she's definitely a bombshell. With 500,000 hits a day on her webpage, our #8 web diva is Dita von Teese.
I'm doing my very famous martini glass numbers and a little feather fan dance.
Dita doesn't mind the term stripper, but she might prefer the title burlesque queen. Her signature routine leaves web surfers shaken and stirred.
Dita has definitely changed the way you look at a martini glass. You just see her in it now.
Dita travels the world performing for live audiences. Millions more catch video clips of the body brunette on YouTube.
There's a lot of girls out there who would never strip, but they would do burlesque, and so I think we have Dita to thank for that. I would like to thank her for that.
Dita was born Heather Renee Sweet in Rochester, Michigan. But the future starlet was determined to spice things up.
I wanted to be a ballerina, and I loved old movies from the 1930s and 40s. Then I saw the movie Gypsy with Natalie Wood when I was a little girl. And I wanted to be a showgirl. I wanted to be like the Betty Grable and these great Rita Hayworth, all these great song and dance girls. I just want to be glamorous.
After landing a job at an Orange County strip club at age 19, Heather created a new persona that was all her own.
The funny thing about Dita is she's actually blonde. You know, she invented this whole retro look where she's the dark brunette with the cherry red lips, and it brings us back to the 1940s pinup girl. What's so great about it is it appeals to women too, because it's not so trashy, it's kind of sexy pinup.
Dita von Teese was a trashy model. So I've worked with Dita many times. Styled as she is today, the stockings with the garter belts and the nails and the pale skin and the whole look, that burlesque life is who she is.
I started by recreating vintage pinup photos, and I started a website in like 1992 making these vintage photos, and I discovered burlesque. It just felt like a niche waiting to be filled.
Dita is one of the pioneers of pinup girl websites. She was one of the first to have it, and since then it's evolved into photos, videos, and even clothing.
I have an act where I come out of a giant powder compact, but they're always involve big props.
Dita's also really big in the fashion world. You know, it's not about her striptease only. It's also what goes on before the striptease. She's joined with Fredericks of Hollywood. Her corsets are coveted by almost every celebrity. They even make different like Dita corsets. Like you want the certain tiny itty bitty 16-inch waist or something crazy like that. And it's what she wears beforehand before she takes it off too.
Kevin from Pasadena, California. Dita, who would you rather be stranded on a deserted island with? Pamela Anderson or Carmen Electra?
That's a difficult one because they're both really great to look at, but I really love Carmen as a person. I know her, and she's a sweet girl and a fun girl, and I think we could have a great time.
These days, Dita's too busy to take an island vacation. She posed for Playboy and the cover of the Fredericks lingerie catalog. She even released her own book, Burlesque and the Art of the Teese, which is available on her website.
It's a two-sided book, and one side is all burlesque and glamour and pinup photos, and the other side is more fetish and dark fashion photos. We separate them into the good girl photos and the bad girl photos.
Dita has made burlesque hot again. It used to be a little trashy. She's brought glamour to it, you know, and there's so many spin-offs. The Pussycat Dolls is a direct result of Dita making burlesque popular.
One thing's for sure, Dita's fame is really taking off.